What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here. Today I'm back with another Havoc DLC. This time we're going to be taking a look at Drift. If you haven't seen any of the other multiplayer maps, I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description where you can check out the 3 other multiplayer maps in the Havoc DLC, and also a full look at Exo Zombies. Definitely check out that playlist. There's a ton of Havoc footage to be seen. But this map is a pretty cool one. It's called Drift, and it takes place in like this abandoned town area, taking place in Christmas with snow everywhere. The dynamic event is what we'll take a look at first. It's basically an avalanche that kills anyone around. It changes the layout of like this side of the map, and it'll kind of like reconfigure the routes and kind of like block off areas. Makes it a little bit more close quarters because it fills up with a lot of snow, and it's less the kind of like the long range kind of area that it was before the avalanche comes down. So that's the avalanche. It'll come down and kill anyone that's near the area, and you can see I was stood on top of that kind of like the building, and it still killed me. So you need to be kind of well away from it to not be killed. So that is the dynamic map event for this map, and that will happen I think like halfway through the game randomly, not through a care package. It will just randomly happen, to make sure you're listening out for the sirens and kind of like seeing what's going on with the map. That will come down and it'll probably kill you if you're in the actual side of the map. So this is actually a really cool map. I do like it, and there isn't all too much to say. It's a very simple, straight up cool map. I like it. It's medium size. SMGs and ARs both works. Domination flows very well. It's kind of Christmas themed, which is interesting, especially after Christmas. It's funny to have like a Christmas map. Similar to, reminds me of Christmas, the Crash version on COD 4, where there was a map which had like this Christmas theme on PC, and I think they like implemented, they put snow everywhere and Christmas trees and like these lights, pretty much exactly how you're seeing here. And it's pretty interesting that that's what they've actually done with this map. But yeah, it's got some pretty cool features, and it's got like a merry-go-round on it, which is like a rotating platform in the middle with a bunch of reindeers on it, and it's actually a fully working merry-go-round, so it does spin round, and it's pretty interesting. I saw someone put a sentry gun in it, which is kind of like an interesting tactic. It didn't work out all too well because the thing moves a little bit too fast for a sentry gun to actually track, but it's a good idea, similar to like the tram in the Bayview map in Ghost. People could put sentry guns in it, and it's like moving throughout the map, just gunning people down. It's a very similar idea, but this thing, I guess it could be an idea if you put it down properly, but the way it was put down, it was kind of like spinning around. It wasn't really able to keep up with all of the players kind of like boosting around and all that stuff. But yeah, there's a fully working merry-go-round in the middle that kind of like is like a carousel that moves around and just rotates, and it's definitely not a good idea to stand on it. It may sound strange, but I figured that out early on. Standing on top of it, thinking you can kind of like head glitch and get like, because you can get a good line of sight standing on it, but it'll rotate, so it'll just completely jog your aim. It will be spinning and like, you're rotating, you can't keep track on a target, whereas someone else on the other side, they will be able to gun you down so easy. So it sounds like a very basic tactic, but do not ever stand on the thing, because you'll be spinning around, you won't be able to aim at people, whereas they'll be looking at a moving target like very, very slowly. So you basically sit and duck on that thing. Do not stand on it, because you won't be able to aim very well. So it's kind of like a weird thing. A lot of people kind of want to stand on it, but when you do, you just won't be able to aim at people, because you'll be spinning around and kind of trying to keep track of where you are. But yeah, I had a ton of fun on this map, and I definitely had a lot more fun with the SMG. I played a lot better with the SMG, the ASM1. I was playing against a bunch of other YouTubers who are obviously pretty good at the game. The IMR didn't work out all that well. I feel like this map is a little bit too fast-paced for a burst weapon and more of a long-range weapon, but I did really well with the ASM1. I dropped more than 40 kills, and that's pretty decent for not running any lethal streaks at all. I was literally just using UAV, and it was all gun kills, so I was just rocking around. Pretty much the UAV was infinitely going through itself and cycling, and I wish I had some more lethal streaks on, because it's quite an open map. The kill streaks do kind of do decently on this map. Obviously, the kill streaks aren't too powerful in Advanced Warfare, things like the Warbird, but some of the other kill streaks, especially if you power them up with more of the actual attachments on them to make them more lethal, you can do a little bit of work with the kill streak. So if I put those on, I probably would have racked up quite a lot more kills, especially because I chained together the domination flags. But I was fine with just UAV. It's pretty much constantly cycling through itself. That's always obviously a good tactic to run on brand new maps you don't know anything about. You always use UAV because you don't really know the traffic patterns, you don't know common locations where people like to be, so UAV is obviously going to help you with that. So yeah, this has been an early look at the map Drift. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, give it a like rating, I massively appreciate that, and don't forget to check out the other videos in the playlist in the description. You'll find a bunch more videos on these Havoc DLCs. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.